Welcome everybody to another episode on the finished article. It's your boy Shazad, and we are back on another thing, all things sky blue. Hope everyone is well. Getting ready for the weekend. I know we are, myself and my host Richard are. But before we get into it, as always, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment. We are on the race to 200, so thank you very much for those that have helped us get to 100 subscribers. As my co-host Shaz has mentioned, we are looking to do the draw this weekend to see who that lucky winner is. So for those that haven't, those that have subscribed, please make your profiles visible so we can put your name into the draw. And as pretty much as what Rich did earlier today, if you have subscribed but can't make your profile visible, just drop us a screenshot and we'll add your name to the list. And as always, you can see our Twitter handles there below. So my name at CrazyShaz85 and at the finished article. So without further ado, let me bring the main man on the show, Mr. Richard Ohm. How you doing, mate? You right?
Yeah, good, thank you. Looking forward to Sunday.
You know the drill, mate. You know the drill.
I'm liking your mug, by the way.
Actually, you know what? I haven't shown it you properly. So it's actually got my name on it as well. You know
got
that.
Your name on too.
Exactly,
and the stadium and the badge.
Exactly, guys. So as mentioned, we're covering a special episode. So seeing as we're playing Nottingham Forest, myself and Rich decided let's go through previous opening day wins. Rich is the man when it comes to stats, so he shared some stats with me, and I'm going to bring them up. Rich, whenever you're ready, if you're good to go, I'll bring the first one up.
Yeah, go for it, mate.
Go for it. So the first one we've got is Arsenal 0, Coventry City 3. Hey, go for it, Rich.
Yeah. This was actually the season before I started going to watch the City.
Okay.
So I don't remember this game, but we won 3-0 away at Highbury. A Mickey Quinn hat trick. It was actually Arsenal had actually won a cup double the previous season, and I believe the plan was they were going to parade the trophies around on the pitch after the game. But after this result, they changed that plan. After we'd beat them. Mickey Quinn was a player I heard a lot about. I think the fans used to sing, "He's fat, he's round, he's worth £1 million."
Oh, wow.
Which was a lot of money back then compared to, it's a drop in the ocean today, but compared to
what you see today.
But I mean, he's a player. Mickey Quinn's a player. I missed the best of Mickey Quinn. In fact, it was the following season I started going up. So I don't think I ever saw him play in the City shirt live. But he was a legend and scored a hat-trick at Highbury, first opening day of the season here.
Fair enough. Moving on, Rich, we've got Coventry City 3, Chelsea 2.
Yeah.
What are your memories of that?
Yeah, this was a great day because Coventry City actually went to the top of the Premiership with this result.
Nice.
I was actually on holiday.
When was this again? Remind us.
This was 97-98.
Oh, yes. I remember now. Nice.
I was actually on holiday in Cornwall at the time. I was only a kid. I was there with and like my brother and a couple of family friends were there, all City supporters. And the kids entertainer where we were was a Chelsea fan, and he'd been giving us a bit of stick all week. Like just little sly digs like Coventry, who are they? That sort of thing. And after we beat them with a Dion Dublin hat trick, we just basically harassed him to the point where
he didn't want to talk anymore.
We spent the whole evening at kids' disco giving him stick, and he'd been quite friendly to us in the week leading up to it, like letting us join in the quiz, even though it was meant to be for adults. But I think after that, he kind of distanced himself from us the second week of the holiday.
I'm not surprised. Anybody that had to put up with that, I wouldn't be bothered to my face anywhere.
I remember the following day. In them days, they didn't tend to publish a league table. Most papers didn't until about 3 games in. But I remember because we'd gone top of the league, I remember being in the local shops trying to look for all the papers because I just wanted to see it in writing, City top of the Premiership.
Yeah.
It didn't last for long, but it was nice while it lasted.
No, that is true. It was great memories, though. Moving on, we've got City beating Sunderland 2-0. I love beating Sunderland. Cheesy chips, can't beat it. Go for it.
Yeah, this one was in the Championship. This was 2004-2005 in the final season at Highfield Road, and and
Do you need to go, Malik?
what's that?
Do you need to attend to?
No, it's all right.
Okay,
You'll deal with it. But it was the this was the final season at Highfield Road. We had Peter Reid just took over as manager. So he was managing against his former
manager, right?
Yeah, former Sunderland manager, managing against his former club in the opening day of the season. Obviously, it was a decision because of the controversial sacking of Eric Black. It was a decision not too popular, but don't think it was a particularly great performance. But it was 2 late goals, a Sufo penalty, and Eddie Johnson. Don't know whatever happened to him. He got tipped to be the next Alan Shearer, but
then disappeared off the radar.
Yeah, disappeared off the radar. But yeah, goals by them two gave us a 2-0 win, and again it sent us to the top of the league. And for a few days, people thought Peter Reid was a new messiah, but that didn't turn out too well.
No, that's true.
Another good day when it happened.
Indeed. Moving on, we've got City beating Barnsley away from home 4-1.
Yeah, and this was under Ian Dowie, and we'd had a very good end to the previous season.
Yeah,
when he took over, I actually enjoyed watching the City under Dowie. Results weren't always the best, but I always look forward to going to the games. The football was quite exciting compared to some of the rubbish we've seen over the years. But Barnsley away was always a good away day because we do tend to do well up there. And in this game, it's another one where we went top of the league with the win. It was Leon McKenzie, Kevin Kyle. I'm sure most City fans remember him. And I think Adebayo might have got one, or it might have been Julian Gray. And I know Miffs had got our last goal. But yeah, great away day. Ironically, Adam, who sometimes does the podcast with us, was at the game with us. I remember City fans all singing and getting excited, leaving the ground. And he actually turned around and he just looked at me and goes, "It's not that impressive," which you could argue he had a point because we ended up only surviving relegation last day of the season this particular year. But I did enjoy this game.
Yeah, just out of interest, since you mentioned Adam's name, didn't he mention something about some stewards at Nottingham Forest or something?
Oh yeah, he was a bit disappointed I didn't mention this on the last podcast. We went Forest away once.
Yeah,
we were quite young at the time, and I weren't really paying attention to what Adam was doing. I was just watching the game. But I remember, next thing I know, steward comes up to Adam and says, "Oh, can you come with me?" Adam goes with him, not knowing what's happening. He ended up having his photo taken and getting a written warning for allegedly giving hand gestures to the Forest supporters, which I think it was one of these things that there was probably half the fans in the away end were probably doing the same thing, but I think Stewart saw him as an easy target to make an example of.
Cool. That's not cool.
Yeah, and I think he came back up with a written warning in his hand from the stewards. Stewards at Forest are quite heavy-handed, from my experience there. They don't like fans standing up. You always feel like you're a bit of a yo-yo when you go there after an away game because fans naturally stand at the away games. The stewards come around, get everyone to sit down, and then you get the stand up if you love City chant, and then everyone's standing up again. But he had his photo sent back to Coventry.
No idea. Mugshot. He had his mugshot take. Jeez, that wasn't good. But last but not least, I think we all remember this was from I think the League 2 season, right? First game.
Yeah.
At the now renamed Coventry Building Society Arena.
Yeah. Well, it was a perfect start to the season. Joe Jones hat-trick.
Yes.
Which we saw what he could do in the first half of that. Well, first couple of months of that League 2 season. He was probably the best player in the division, but then unfortunately he had the injury that's kept reoccurring.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a Joe Jones hat-trick. Michael Doyle made his second debut for the club that night. or that afternoon. And yeah, it was another good win on the opening day.
Very nice.
I just remember walking up to that game, my brother saying to me, "We've gone that far down that whatever's going on at the club, we're just too big a club for." Even with things the way they are at the moment, we're just too big a club for this division. We've got to get out of here. And
the only way is up.
And we did.
And
that was the perfect start to the season.
And the rest, as they say, is history.
Yeah.
Big up to boy Messiah, Mark Robbins, for pulling it round. But Rich, thank you very much for bringing those memories on. Is there anything else you want to cover ahead of the game on Sunday?
I see we made a new signing today. We've loaned out straight away. Danny Cashman.
Yeah, I saw that.
But young lad, hopefully he's one for the future. And Jack Burrows has been sent out on loan too, I saw.
Yeah, I think he needs some experience.
The good news is my paper tickets arrived for the Forest game. So my season ticket hasn't, but I know I've got access to Sunday's game. So
lucky for some are still waiting. Adam Motterzed's ticket turned up at someone else's house.
Oh, he doesn't have much luck, that guy.
Yeah, he told me, he messaged me, and he told me, I was like, raw, mate.
I don't know if he ever got his membership shirt.
Yeah, he did. He got it after I badgered them on Twitter. Yeah. That's hilarious. But you know what? It's good. It should be a good game on Sunday, regardless. I'm gonna go and put my neck on the line and say 2-0 City, Wagon and Gokeres with the goals, and a comfortable 2-0 win. Well, I say comfortable. We'll probably score 2 second-half goals and wrap it up.
I'll say 2-0. I'll be obscure. I'll say Ben Sheaf and McFadzean with the goals.
Very nice, very nice. I mean, what's your thoughts on the City side going into the season? You think we're a bit light, or you reckon we're okay? Bear in mind, he's got the end of August to bring in reinforcements.
Yeah, I think I'm surprised we haven't signed. I was expecting us to sign Martin Craney this week, but it's not happened yet. But
is he left, or is he just?
No, he's on trial, isn't he? He's been on trial late last week. So I was expecting him to sign.
Okay.
Week he might still, but we've got to the end of August to bring players in, haven't we?
Yeah, correct. Absolutely. Very true, very true. But Rich, thank you very much for joining us on today's episode. Yeah. I'm just going to wrap this up by saying, as always, you know the drill. Please leave a like, subscribe, and comment. We are on the race to 200. And as always, a big thank you for those that have helped us get to 100 subscribers. It's greatly appreciate your support, and please do share on your social media feeds. We are, I believe, now on 109 subscribers. So guess what, guys? 91, and we're on that big magic 200. So please do subscribe, and do let us know in the comments if there's anything you'd like us to cover. And as always, you know the drill. Follow us on our Twitter handles below. Myself, Shaz85, and you can see Rich at Blaze Home. Drop him a message if there's any other things you want him to cover on the forum. And you can see our finished article handles below on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. But you know what? You know the drill, Rich. I'll probably see you at some point on Sunday. Yeah. But until then, take care, guys, and play up Sky Blues.
Yeah, play up Sky Blues.
Nice.